So these are the vegetables that I'm going to use to make my vegetarian stock. Okay, let's get started. Dishes, subscribe and like. Now I cut everything so we can move on to this project super fast. So what I do is I have celery, the ends of them, wash them. Carrots. Oh, my little scooper nooper. Okay, onions. Come on, onions. Join the crowd in. Okay, garlic. Uh, this is cabbage, the little cabbage. Squash. I got green and yellow squash. Got some green beans. Come on, guys, let's join the party. Okay, and I got tomatoes. Okay, I have them in my big pot. I'm gonna move them around. Okay, a teaspoon of pepper. I got a teaspoon of salt, and I'm gonna put four. This is 4 cups, and 4 more cups. And then what I'm gonna do is fill this up again. So I'm gonna bring it up to where I put, but probably 12 to 16 cups because I want this to condense down because this is going to be our broth to go in with our chili powder, red chili sauce. So this is going to show you how I make my stock and how it's going to make the red powder chili taste very good. Okay, I'm going to turn it on and I'm going to put it on high until I see it boil. Then I'm going to turn it down to medium. When I see it's all cooking, I know I'm going to put my lid on and just watch it periodically just to make sure the water's condensing down. And do I need a little bit more? Does it taste to where I want the broth to taste to? So I will tell you how long it takes me when I come back to show you what this broth looks like. Okay? Dishes, subscribe, and like. Bye. Okay, so let's take off the pot. Look, it's medium. And now I'm going to put the lid back on. Smells good. So this is the beginning of my broth to put with my chili to make my sauce, vegetarian style. So let's put the lid back on and let it cook for about an hour. And you can put it in an Instapot. You could pressure cooker, but I'm going to do it the old traditional way because I think it always tastes better. Remember? Basic, basic, basic. Okay, dishes, making your sauce for my huevos de torte. The only thing that I did add is a potato. I just got one potato, cut it into 4, and then what you should do is see what I'm doing is mixing it around like this because you want the sauces to come out of the vegetables. So I am going to then put the lid on top and let it chill down, and then put it in the refrigerator. Incorporate this into the red chili sauce. So this is my stock that I'll be using tomorrow. So well, I'm gonna keep it going until it's till your taste. The more you let it condense, the more richer it's gonna get, and then I'll let you look at it tomorrow. Dishes, subscribe. Her vegetarian broth, homemade style. This is what all the vegetables look like together after you've cooked them. Let them cool down and sit. And now I can make my vegetable broth. This is my broth. It looks pink because I used the cabbage was the purple cabbage. So otherwise, if I'd used the white cabbage, it wouldn't have the pink color. So this is what this is the starting point to my red chili sauce, vegetarian, no meat. So let's get started. Okay, so I have 2 cups of the broth in here. Place it on my blender. Then I have a tablespoon and a half of hot chili, and it goes. I have a teaspoon and a half of mild chili. There it goes. Oh, come on, chili, come out. Okay, now I'm going to blend it on low. So blend to high and higher. So let's let it blend. Okay, so I let it blend. And now I'm going to let it sit for at least give it about 10, 15 minutes so that it can rehydrate in here because the water, I mean the not the water, the broth that I put in here, I put it in as warm as I can get it that it wouldn't break the blender since it's glass. So now I want it to sit in there so that it can rehydrate, and then I'll blend it again. And remember, I added all the ingredients into the broth, so it has the salt, everything. So once we're done with the blending, then we'll move on to the next step, which is going to show you what I do with the chili to keep it as a vegetarian-free dish. TishsDishs, subscribe, and learn from me how I cook. Okay, 15 minutes has gone by, so I let it rehydrate. Now I am going to blend it again, start it at low, medium, and high. Let it blend until the blender stops, and then we'll move on to making our vegetarian red sauce. Okay, so I'm gonna it's called rosado in it, but you would call it roux. So what I'm gonna do is usually I'll use lard, but since this is a vegetarian red sauce, chili sauce, I'm gonna use olive oil. So I'm gonna put some olive oil in here, and I would say that's about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. So I'm just gonna let it get warm and let it just come on. Let's hurry up and get warm. So I warmed the pan first so that wouldn't take as long to heat up a tablespoon. So I'm just going to spread it in there, and you can hear it starting to make its little noise. And I don't want to put too much, and you know why? Because I don't want to make it to be floury taste. So I'm just going to whisk it around and let it get it's little brown. And if it looks like it doesn't have enough, if it looks too watery, then you can always add just a teeny bit more. So it's always by sight. That's how I learned from my grandma. She'd say a pinch here and a pinch there. She never used a measuring cup or measuring nothing. She put everything in her hand and she could measure it so good. I'm sure that baby was good. Okay, come on. Okay, now we're just waiting for it to like cook off the flour. No, I can't get rid of the flour, but it's cooking. We just want to make sure it doesn't burn, which it's not going to. But there we go. It's starting to do its little business. Yay! Now this is where you got to be very super careful because sometimes you might have to lift it up off the stove because it can burn. Anything can burn easily. So I'm going to move it over. So what I'm going to do is my red chili sauce. I'm going to add it in, and it's going to. Did you hear it? Okay. So what we're going to do. Put that there. Let's mix it. But sometimes it's just better to take it off the stove when it's doing this because it's going to get its thickness. And what I'm going to have to do, because I want this to boil for a little bit, because I want to make sure that all the ingredients really congeal in here and are cooking and all blends together. So I'm going to cook it for at least half an hour to 45 minutes. If you want to do it for an hour, you can. So what I'm going to do is the broth that I had, so I'm going to leave this right here for now. So this broth, I'm going to put it in here and I'm going to blend it so that I have broth so I can add into the red chili sauce so that it can cook because it usually the chili will move downward because it's cooking. So I want to make sure it cooks for a long period that I like my chili. So we'll show you what happens with the rest of the chili. So we can put this back on and let's just put this on. I had it on medium. Let's put it on low, hot, low, medium, so that we don't want it to burn. Okay. So this is the beginning of my red red chili sauce. Okay, TishsDishs, subscribe and like. Okay, the one thing that I forgot to tell you is because chili, it doesn't matter if it's chili powder or it's chili pods, it always has like a little acidic taste to it. So what you usually do is you put a little bit of of sugar. Not too much because you don't want it to taste like sugar chili. And then just go ahead and taste it. And once you taste it, the little sourness goes away. That means that the chili is totally fine. So, be right back. Tish's Dishes. Subscribe. Subscribe. Okay, as you can see, the chili is done. The eggs, which are the torta de huevos, the huevos part is the eggs. Okay, so I already put in here, I put the white egg yolks in here. So I used 3 eggs. So I have the yellow, the yolks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of salt, not too much, because remember we seasoned the chili. So a little bit of pepper, and a little bit of salt, and a little bit of garlic. Okay, now I'm going to beat them up, beat it till they get fluffy. Okay, so I'm going to start beating the egg whites, and when it gets to that point that it's fluffy, I'll be show you what's going to go on next. I am beating them. Watch. Okay, what I want to do is I want to add a little bit of flour. You could add starch if you like, uh, so that it'll keep just a little bit, not too much. So I want to put like let's say about a teaspoon in. Okay, now let's beat it back up. I'm just gonna put a little bit more. Maybe I put more like this will be more like a tablespoon. Tablespoon. Let's beat it back up. Okay, and you probably all know that if you lift it and it sticks to, it's done. This is done. So, but then I'm going to use now I'm going to use the yellow, the yolk. Okay, and then I'm going to take these off. Okay, so I have the white and I have the yellow. So I'm going to fold it in. I just put it all in. It's no big deal. I'm not going to do nothing to it. So fold it in. Fold, fold. Yeah, it pulls away from means it's doing the job. Good, 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 good. Let's put that there. And now let's go and fry them. Tish's Dishes, subscribe. Okay, let's turn the stove on to medium heat. And we are going to use olive oil since it's vegetarian. Okay. Then let's let it warm up. And then we'll start to make our tortas de huevos. Get started. So the olive oil's in there. It doesn't have that much in there. Okay, let's scoop it now. Use a, come on, baby. Okay. I want it to burn, but let's turn it up a little bit more. So it starts to like cook. Push it down. Okay. Okay. It's kind of like the process is just watching it as it goes through its cooking. So okay, I don't want to turn it too soon. Then I'll mess them up. But I don't want it too high because I don't want them to burn. Flipping it. Okay. Flipping it. There we go. Can you see it? How they look? Looks really good. So that's what I'm going to do for all of them. And then I'll be back and we'll finish our job with torta de huevos. Okay, guys. Tish's Dishes. Subscribe. Okay, these are the torta de huevos, and the red chili will go on top of them. And this is such a wonderful dish to have. And I'll show you what my plate looks like after I put it all together. Tish's Dishes. Subscribe, subscribe, and like. Don't forget, like me. Bye. Okay, so this is what you do: is you put the eggs And the chili, like that. So, take them out and plate them. A little sauce on them. I don't have a spoon, but it's a little bit messy, but let's clean it off. And this is what you call huevos de torta, and it's all vegetarian. So try this dish, and I know you'll like it. Bye guys, try it, TishsDishs. But I'm going to show you in a second. I'm going to eat some so you can see me eat it, okay? TishsDishs, subscribe. Okay, see? Put a little bit more chili on it. So let's try it. Doesn't this look good? Huevos de torta. Okie dokie, guys, let's try it now. My husband made salmon patties for tonight. Friday. Only Friday. See if she can ID herself on that first. Chief. That's good. It came out good, huh? Please tell me that she's gonna make it. We certainly hope so. No presence here, got anything for that? Keeping the park safe, sir. The salmon patties, a little chili on it too. Nobody cares how hard we're working. They want results. That came out really good too. This is really good. Give a thumbs up for both my torta de huevos and my husband's salmon patty. Really good. And I'll have him one time show you how he made it. It's really good. So, okay, guys. Thumbs up for you like and subscribe to TishsDishs. Bye.